This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Previews exclusive Doctor Strange. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard previews tin with the black and red motif and the PX exclusive sticker on the top right. Turning the tin around, we can see an image of the figure surrounded by his multiple accessories and interchangeable parts. So with the packaging out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Doctor Strange out of the tin. And man, this is a really cool looking figure from Mezco. I'm personally a huge fan of this design, and I'm so stoked that we get it in the Mezco 112 line. I have been waiting for this version for a very long time, and I can say he does not disappoint. He is a very cool addition to the Doctor Strange Trinity that we've received in this series. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Doctor Strange does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 spell effect pieces, the Orb of Agamotto, and 6 interchangeable hands. And lastly, he also comes with a circular base stand with the Doctor Strange emblem printed atop. He also comes with a clear, articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with a clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a look at the PX Doctor Strange. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Doctor Strange. Now, I've expressed how big of a fan I am about the 2 previous Doctor Strange figures that Mezco has released, because I thought they were very well done, and I absolutely dig this PX version as well. I'm a big fan of the Illuminati look that he has here from the comic books. I just think this turned out great. So the soft goods look fantastic with all the detailing and whatnot, and the texturing and whatnot throughout the red. It just looks fantastic. I love the detail in this suit. I love his wrist guards that are part of his coat here. That's all sculpted right there along the wrist. I think it looks fantastic. The 2 different tones of red and whatnot look great. We got a nice gold belt buckle, just looks fantastic. Even on the pants, we got all the detailing on there with all that texture. Just looks really, really good. I love the boots. Even the boots have a bit of a wash on there. You can kind of see like that when I brighten up my camera, so you can kind of see that too. That looks really nice too. I like that a ton. Even the inlining of his skirt piece right here has all that detail in there. All that red lining just looks great. I dig that a ton. This is just a really cool looking figure. I really like the material that's used here. It's not as hindered as I kind of thought it would be, so you get a lot of motion with it, even if it's pretty tight fitted. And this is that more like a pleatherish type of material, not necessarily spandex. This is kind of like the material you've seen on like the previews exclusive Black Suit Spider-Man and whatnot. So it's kind of like that same type of material. I will note there is a little bendy wire right here at the bottom of his skirt pieces along like that, so you can like fold that and whatnot and pose that around. Now that's really cool. I do like that. There's no wire in like this piece of the skirt piece right here. No, nothing across that lining. I wish they would have put wire in there so you can, you know, pose it more up like it's windswept and whatnot. But they only put wire at the bottom right here, so that kind of sucks. I kind of wish there was an actual wire in here so you know, get more movement out of it, but no, sadly we only have it at the bottom. So it is what it is. It really depends on what you like. So we do got some interchangeable parts here. So we do got some interchangeable hands. We got 2 closed fisted hands. Those are the ones that come packaged in the box. Then we do got some open palm hands. Those are more for like relaxed posing and things like that. And then we got these two almost like spell casting hands, with his fingers in more, spell casting positions, which were very nice. And I love posing this figure with those specific hands. So those came out really, really nice. We also do get his Orb of Agamotto. Now, I absolutely love this accessory. It's just very well done with the wood grain, the gold, and all the eyes and whatnot. You can open this up right here. It's a little tricky, so let me just try and pull that off. I noticed this one is fairly tight right here, and yeah, there we go. Oh, duh. It probably would help if I just pushed on the little edge right there, but you can open that up and reveal the globe on the inside. This does come up, and so it kind of like raises out of that right there, and I think that looks really, really cool. This can rotate so you can see all the countries and whatnot. I love how this is actually sculpted on there too. It's not just one big painted globe. It is actually sculpted with all the little indents and whatnots and little lakes and rivers and things like that. I think that turned out really, really cool. Really nice piece. Now, it is actually the exact same one that we saw with the Mezco Direct exclusive, the first appearance. Everything is exactly the same, the paint apps and whatnot, the color. I was kind of hoping the eyes on this one would be red for the previews exclusive. They don't keep this one green, just so they just differentiate them a little bit, but they're the exact same thing. So, again, something kind of wish they would have done with the red eyes. I thought that would have been cool. We also do get the stand, again, with the kind of like a dark bluish. It doesn't look black. It's almost like a dark blue with a red logo like that. Again, Mezco stands are my favorite stands. Absolutely love those things. We also do get the spell casting effect pieces, which I freaking love. And some of my favorite things about these Doctor Strange figures. So we got this one right here in that turquoise color. Just looks fantastic. I love the translucency of these two effect pieces. And I love this deep red one with a star in there. I just think that looks so awesome. These are very well done, and they're the exact same mold what we've seen with the other two Doctor Strange figures, just in different colors. And how these work, you're basically going to wrap them around the wrist so you can see it like that, and you kind of just slide them on like so, and you can just work them in there, and they will kind of just wrap around the wrist, so you can get it on there like that, and there you go, and they hold on there very nice. Now, they are a little tricky, because this wrist cuff right here is a little thicker than the ones on the other Doctor Strange figures, so it is a little tighter fit, so just be careful when you're getting that on there, but you can make it work. So, but you may stress out and open up the plastic here a bit more than you would like. So one thing I want to talk about, and that's a lot of people have asked, the cape from the standard Mezco Strange figure. Does it work on the PX figure? Because this had magnets that embedded into the figure and into the collar right here of the cape. Sadly, they do not have the magnets in this particular figure. They took them out. I kind of wish they would have had the magnets in there just in case we wanted to do that and have it on this particular figure, which I think would have been a cool option. I don't think he's ever actually worn that with this suit, but still would have been nice. But sadly, we don't have the magnets no longer in this figure. So it is what it is, but still just a very cool looking piece. All right, so now I'm going to take a look at the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint as well as the neck, so you get lots of good motion in there. Does rotate, look up about that far, which is pretty nice. Down about that much, which I do like, lots of good range in there, and pivot side to side like so. Arms can go all the way up and a full 360 if you really wanted to, but I don't want to mess up the material. They go up about that far. Rotation at the elbow, just like so. Only a single bend at the elbow, but it is about 90 degrees. Probably a little less actually. So, but still, that's okay. I kind of wish it would have had double jointed elbows, but we get what we get. We got rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a ball peg in the mid torso. Seems to be a double ball peg in the midsection, going up into his pecs and into his crotch. So that rolls around like so. Does turn left and right, pivot side to side, crunches back and forth. Pretty good for the most part. We got hip joints that kick forward that much, back about that far, which is pretty decent. Can only do the splits about that much. It is hindered by the material here. It's a little tight, so you can't do the splits all that much. We get rotation in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work very nice. No rotation at the boot. We got rotation at the ankle. Ankles go up and down, and a decent ankle rocker. So overall, I really do like this piece. There are some things that I wish were a little different, like the things with the color of the eyes on the orb of Agamotto and whatnot, but I personally just love this suit, this outfit that he wore for the Illuminati. It is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Doctor Strange looks, and I think Mezco did an amazing job with this. He just looks awesome, and I'm really stoked to have all three versions of Doctor Strange finally in the Mezco line. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Doctor Strange comparison, here he is standing next to two other Mezco Strange figures from my collection. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Mezco 112 Collective Alex DeLarge and Iron Man figures. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Previews exclusive Doctor Strange. Now overall, I think this is a really badass figure of the Sorcerer Supreme. I absolutely love this look from the comic books, and I really dig his interchangeable parts and accessories. Those spell effect pieces are so awesome, and I really dig the Orb of Agamotto. His articulation is pretty good considering all those soft goods, and I absolutely love the detail in that suit. Overall, I think he's a truly awesome action figure, and he is definitely a must get. So I give him a rating of 4 Bat Bombs out of 5. And if you're on Facebook, head over to my group, the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors, for all kinds of Mezco goodness. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.